Hey guys, welcome back to another drifting setup. This is for the Nissan GTR R35 Black Edition. This is in all-wheel drive. So this was requested by in below right now, and he wanted it all-wheel drive. So we're gonna jump back in right into it. This is all-wheel drive. Well, I've tried both engines. And with this engine fully upgraded, it was only pushing 700 brake horsepower, 750 torques, and with this engine fully upgraded, it was 919 torques, horsepower, 750. So I went for the stock engine, all-wheel drive as always. So now we're gonna jump into all the bits what are on it. Well, this is one of them cars where it is it's okay for drifting, but I wouldn't really use it in a drift competition, if you know what I mean. But I'm one of them what I've never really liked the Skylines on Forza 5. On Forza 4 I loved them all-wheel drive. On Forza 5 I just don't seem to like them for some reason, and they just feel really heavy and not enough horsepower. But in rear-wheel drive they seem really nice, but I can't seem to get him in all-wheel drive for some reason. So it does drift well, don't get me wrong, it drifts really nice, but I can't get it to drift to my level of standards, if you understand what I mean by that. And what I mean by that is, like, on, for instance, we're test driving this on Mazda circuit, and my best round Mazda is a 49 per lap, and with this car, most I've got with it on test trial was a 45. So you might be thinking, oh, that's pretty good, which it is pretty good. But when I'm used to getting like 49s in good cars, it's not that good to my standard, if you know what I mean. It don't get me wrong, it still is a good car, you still get good points and all stuff like that. But yeah, whatever rims, whatever size you want. Body kit, I do not recommend. You can do what you want on this, but I recommend you don't put it on, because it adds to your handling and it puts more downforce on. Same with your wing, it puts more downforce on, and you don't want that. So yeah, we jump to tuning setup. So yeah, like I say, it's one. Don't get me wrong, it gets really good points, but it doesn't get. It's not in the same league, should I say, to the points of what my good cars can get. And I know you might be saying there's only 5,000 points difference. That's nothing. Which, in a normal day circumstances, drifting online, drifting in private, stuff like that, that is literally nothing. It doesn't matter. But when you get down to a drift battle, I went through that a little bit too quick. When you get down to a drift battle, it really does matter, that extra 5,000. So that's what I mean by it. I wouldn't use it in a drift battle, but I'll use it online, because that 5,000 points difference per lap, it doesn't really make a difference online. But when you're drifting it in a drift competition or in a drift battle, that 5,000 points could mean whether you've won or you've lost that drift battle. So that's why when I compare them to whether I'd use them in a drift battle or not, that's what I mean by if I'd use it in a drift battle, whether it can take that amount of points, if you understand what I'm saying. But other than that, it works all right. It does work good. It gets good points. But like I said, I wouldn't use it in a drift battle. But you guys mind. It's like I said, everyone's different. Everyone drifts different. So, but on this, like I say this every single time on all my drifting videos, if you use ABS off, use that setup, because it allows you to get your back end out in a drift and stuff like that. But if you use ABS on, just leave these stock. And on your differential, this is my diff, and on your balance on this, it works really well between 73 to about 87%. It works well in that range, but for me, I prefer it at 80. It works really well at 80 for me, but if it's a little bit too tail happy or not enough, it also works good between 72, 73 to like 87. So play around with that if you don't like the differential on the balance. Now we're just going to jump into a test drive and we're going to go on to Mazda. Well, like I say, it's a really nice car, don't get me wrong, it's really nice, but I wouldn't use it in a drift battle, but I'd use it every other day, if you know what I mean. It's one of them cars. It's like with me, it's like my Ferrari 458 and my Lotus V8. They are my drift battle cars, so I'd use them. Only time you'll ever see, put my headphones on. Only time you ever see me using them cars is in drift battles because of how much points they can actually earn. But you'd never use me, you never see me really using them cars in an online. Oh, start that again, messed that corner up, went in too slow talking. But you'll never see me drifting them cars in a public because of how good them cars actually are. So you'd never like see me use them. But it's like cars like this, it's nice. It's something different. But it's just little things like it can do this corner in one go like you saw there, but it's a little bit iffy doing it, but it does do it. But it's like I say, just give it a try, let me know what you think to it. But like I say, don't forget to play around with that balance settings and play around with the tuning setup yourself, should have said, because don't forget all these tuning setups are just to my standards and to my drifting style, so you guys might not like it, so don't be afraid to try adjusting stuff and try and make it better, if you know what I mean, because you never know, it might change something what really does help you and make the car a lot better to your style, if that makes any sense. Don't just go on this tune alone, have a little play around with it. Oh, back in, straightening up then. Nice 14.8 on that section. They normally come up to this on a 45 and I'm only coming up on a 42. So it's just little things like that. I know it doesn't seem a lot to you guys, but yeah. But anyway guys, that's the Nissan GTR R35 Black Edition. It's got a nice 45,900 point lap. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think to this tune and peace. Forever.